In Auburn, Washington, an argument escalated into a violent incident that sent 2 men to the hospital. It happened around 2:30 p.m. in a neighborhood on 22nd Way Northeast. A doorbell camera captured what happened right after the bullets were fired. Police said the 2 men got into a fight and both were hit during the incident. A couple who lived nearby were at home when bullets hit their apartment. They weren't hurt, but it was a scary moment. One of them said they heard the bullets hit their place and quickly moved to the hallway, worried more shots could come.
I heard it physically hit our apartment. We immediately just stood up and walked into the hallway area because we were scared that more bullets were going to start flying through.
The police arrested the suspect, and thankfully, no one else was hurt. Abelio Soto had to protect his family during an attempted theft outside their home. It happened after he and his family got back from their kids' track practice. Around 11 p.m., Soto's wife ran in yelling that someone was breaking in.
11 o'clock when my wife comes in the room screaming, saying that they're breaking in.
Home security video showed 2 young guys running up and breaking into an unlocked SUV in the driveway.
I could have one of them, or they could have killed me.
Thinking they might try to get into the house too, Soto grabbed his weapon and ran downstairs. One of the suspects ran off toward a getaway car.
So immediately I grabbed my gun. I'm thinking they're breaking into my home. So I run straight out the room and I go to the stairs.
As they were getting away, one of them opened fire at Soto and he responded by firing back. Thankfully, no one in the house was hurt.
I tried to close the door and it looked like he couldn't close it and the door went open again, and that's when he and then that's when I returned fire. They took off.
The suspects got away with a small box of silver coins worth about $300, including 10 Morgan dollars.
The police came and I let them know what happened. Stole was silver coins, which was like 10 Morgan dollars or like $300. You know, this is our home. This is my home. If I want to leave my car unlocked, if I want to leave my door unlocked, I should be able to. The parents of these kids, they should be taking care of their kids and watching what they're doing.
Police showed up soon after, and they're still looking for the suspects. A tragic incident has left the Portsmouth, Virginia community in shock after a 10-year-old boy lost his life in broad daylight. Doorbell camera footage captured the terrifying moments as kids were seen running while nearly 20 rounds were fired. When police arrived, they found the boy with a critical wound. He was taken to the hospital, but sadly didn't survive. Neighbors said the firing was so intense, it felt like there was an active shooter.
We dropped to the floor, called the police, and we told them what exactly we thought we were dealing with, that there was an active going around the neighborhood, because we were just hearing after shot.
One resident, Jennifer Dunlay, said she and others hit the floor and called police, scared by how loud and sudden the shots were, especially in the middle of the day.
I think it's really scary because we've lived here a year and we hear it at night, but it was 6 p.m. It was during the day.
I saw trauma, I saw hurt, I saw pain, I saw grief. We're talking about a kid. We're talking about a kid who hasn't even started to develop. We're talking about somebody who's supposed to be playing a PlayStation. It's taken away from a family.
Police arrested 31-year-old Shionda Ross, charging him with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. They're still looking for 26-year-old Cleon Dante Banks, a person of interest in the case. He's believed to be armed and dangerous. In Tarrant County, Texas, a violent incident broke out in a white settlement neighborhood and was caught on a Ring doorbell camera. Police say it started as a verbal argument that quickly escalated into an exchange of bullets. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but stray bullets hit multiple homes and cars. The homeowner, who wasn't involved in the incident, shared the footage with police to help with the investigation. So far, 3 people have been arrested, and the case is still under investigation. Detroit police have released video of a fatal incident that took place at a Marathon gas station on Grand River Avenue near Telegraph Road. It took place while a man was pumping gas and quickly turned violent. The video shows the suspect pulling in, getting out of his car, and pointing a weapon at the victim. He opens fire multiple times, leaving the man fatally wounded at the scene. A 17-year-old girl nearby was also hit, but survived. Police believe the violence began over a disagreement, though they haven't revealed what it was about. The suspect is still on the run. In Charlotte, North Carolina, a troubling incident happened around 9 p.m. in the University City area. Security footage shows a group walking across a home's driveway and yard before one of them starts shooting at the house.
He ain't coming out, bro. Not home.
The shooter even falls backward while firing. The shots damaged the outside of the home, but CMPD says none made it inside and no one was hurt. A guy shows up walking back and forth and talking to someone, but there's no one around. Who is he talking to?
Here, get in, man. Get in front of me, not in back of me. Genius. Okay, get in back of me. How about that? Could you get in back of me? Bring your face right here in my face. How about that? Is that easier for you? Oh man, we in trouble. Future's doomed. Lassie's on. I gotta pull over. Lassie's coming on. Get out of here. Ow. Oh. This is the real right here. Your house is nice. It looks like. What's up, Pooch? How you doing, ma'am? I'm Bill. I'm your husband's partner. Oh, nice to meet you. I'm sorry. I couldn't help you anyway. We took a real man. Had to be damn near 5 feet. I'm lucky we still here. You got a cookie in there or some protein? Yeah. What is that? A bird seed? I'll take it. So plant it though. Plant that. We're gonna need it in the future. See what's happening. Plant that. Oh. My rib might be cracked.
It seems that the man was under the influence, or he was trying to prank the homeowner. 2 men opened fire at a grocery store in Bridgeport, Connecticut, sending customers scrambling for safety. Surveillance footage shows the suspects jumping out of a black car and firing over a dozen rounds into the store. One of them was carrying a rifle. Police are still searching for the 2 suspects. Josh was at the mall with his kids when he got a ring alert about a familiar visitor, Jimmy, the neighborhood bear. At first he was amused, but that quickly turned to concern when he saw an Amazon driver pull up with a delivery. Using the two-way talk feature, Josh quickly warned the driver.
Stop right now. There's a bear right there. There is a bear right there. That's a bear. Back away.
Surprisingly, the driver stayed calm, even with the bear nearby.
Go back to your car. That's fine.
Thankfully, the bear kept his distance. Josh reassured the driver, telling him to take his time and hang out until he felt safe. In Buffalo, New York, this guy shows up late at night with a suspicious story, trying to get the homeowner to open the door. But the twist? He returns later and tries to break into a car.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Hello? Hello?
Hi, man. I was wondering if I could pick up the leaves in the front of your house.
Pick up the leaves in front of my house this time of night?
Yeah, I'm just trying to help people as much as I could.
Oh, no. No, I'm good. Thank you.
No problem. You have a good night.
You too.
Luckily, a barking dog scared him off before he could do any damage. In this clip, a man is captured on a home security camera trying to break into the house. Nothing makes your skin crawl like watching someone try to force their way into your home. That's personal. This guy rang the doorbell, waited for a moment, and then casually stole the package before walking away like nothing happened. Bold move. Anyone recognize him? Stay alert, watch your surroundings, and make sure to secure your deliveries. A few extra steps can go a long way in protecting what's yours. It's 4:49 a.m. when this woman shows up and starts knocking on the door.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
No, I'm sorry. It's early as hell. My dog in our backyard, so I'm just about to go. Look.
What's she doing there at that hour? Let's find out. That's not a knock you want to hear at that hour. A porch thief was caught on camera quietly sneaking up and grabbing a package straight from the doorstep. That could have been medicine, a gift, or something urgent, and this person just snatched it like it meant nothing. Someone randomly showed up and started measuring parts of a house, even though the homeowner isn't having any work done. No notice, no appointment. The town didn't send anyone, and the insurance company says it wasn't them either. So who is this person, and why are they measuring someone else's home? Has this happened to anyone else? This woman showed up at someone's home and took off with a cat.
Oh my god, hi. Wait, is this your cat?
No, he always comes here to me.
Okay. It's him. Oh my god.
Stealing packages is one thing, but someone's cat? That's a whole different kind of messed up. Around 5 a.m., this guy shows up dressed like an Amazon driver, but instead of delivering a package, he tries to open the front door. Disguising yourself as a delivery worker to sneak into someone's home? That's low, even for a thief. A porch thief wearing a hoodie was caught on camera snatching a package right off the front porch. Watch how fast he grabs it and takes off. Someone was waiting on that package, probably tracking it, and now gone in seconds. This guy tried to steal a package but picked the wrong house. The homeowner caught him in the act, chased him down, and got the package back. Safe to say he won't be doing that again. Instant karma. This guy shows up at someone's home, grabs a package, stuffs it into a trash bag, and takes off in a hurry. Imagine seeing your package stuffed into a trash bag and carried off. That's next level disrespect. A porch pirate with a noticeable limp was caught on camera swiping packages. Limp or not, he still made time for a little porch piracy. Now that's determination. This woman is seen on camera taking packages from someone's property. Most package thefts happen during the day when homes are empty. This lady is just part of the growing trend. A man is caught taking a package in the middle of the day. Getting your stuff stolen in the middle of the day is the worst. That kind of boldness hits different. Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill has quickly become one of the most well-liked and respected people in the urban exploration community. This is primarily because of his detailed and engaging videos. His content shows him exploring different abandoned and supposedly haunted places like schools, churches, mansions, and more. In a video published on May 19, 2020, Chris explores the abandoned St. Joseph Riverside Hospital in Warren, Ohio, a place rumored to be haunted. The floors are littered with debris and the walls are crumbling. But it doesn't take long before something truly disturbing happens. After that, Chris keeps exploring the quiet hospital, and at first, he seems lucky, not running into anything strange. But that changes around the 30-minute mark. After hearing a weird noise, Chris checks the area but can't figure out where it came from. He decides to keep going, but just a few minutes later, he runs into more scary and unexplainable things.
Something. I thought I heard something.
Not long after that, Chris decides to leave the building, and honestly, I don't blame him. It's unclear if he'll ever go back to St. Joseph Riverside Hospital, but one thing is certain, it's no longer the welcoming place it used to be. Roland was known for catching scary paranormal activity on camera and posted videos almost every week, showing just how haunted his house was. This first clip happened in his kitchen, where he heard footsteps coming from inside. He naturally went to check it out, and that's when things started to go downhill.
Here's something. Where the heck is that coming from? I know there's something that's been in the attic, but I do have stuff that I own that I brought from the other house that's in the attic. And who knows, it could be just going all around through this whole house. What the hell? Okay, a light bulb just comes out of nowhere. What? Oh, all right. You know what? I don't know how light bulbs are just coming out of wherever. Look at this. Look at this. Now I got glass on the floor. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Why? Why me? I didn't come down here to Georgia to deal with ghosts. I came down here to start over, and that's what I want to do. You know what? Turn off these lights for now.
When Roland walked into the kitchen, he saw a glass fall off the counter, followed by a light bulb dropping from the ceiling. The strange part was that the light bulb wasn't broken, almost like it had appeared out of nowhere. Roland just stood there, shocked. But he didn't know yet that this wouldn't be the weirdest part of the video. After cleaning up the broken glass on the floor, he set up a ghost monitor, a device he used to check for any paranormal activity. That's when he became sure something else was in the room with him.
All right, I set this meter down because I felt something here. And that faucet on that sink actually started moving. If there's a spirit here, can you make the numbers go up on the meter? Show me that you're here. Whoa. Holy. Can you turn off the faucet, please? Turn it off. All right, can you show me a number on the meter to let me know you're here? Show me a number. Oh. All right, please show me the number 7. Holy. I see the number.
The meter also started showing different numbers, proving that something was there with him. At the same time, the tap began turning on by itself whenever the meter changed. This was almost clear proof that a spirit was right next to Roland. But since he was already used to this kind of strange activity, he kept looking for more signs. After realizing both things had happened in the kitchen, Roland felt like he had gathered enough evidence from that room and decided to check other parts of the house. He went up to the second floor, and as he walked past the bathroom, he heard some annoying scratching sounds. Right away, he knew he had to check behind the door, and let's just say the spirit seemed to have manners.
What the hell? All right. Is somebody in this house? Better come on out. I'll give you a chance to come out. Let's go. I'll give you a chance to come out. Are you kidding? Come out. Get your ass out now. Let's go. Come on. Out. Jazz. Somebody walked through this stuff because it wasn't like that. What the hell? Who's in here? How does that happen? Make sure I check every damn closet. I'm not leaving no doubt. I am not leaving.
Somehow, the closet door opened by itself, and Roland decided to search the whole area to make sure no person was involved. The evidence backed him up, and most people believed the ghost video was real. Still, there were a few who didn't. Do you believe this story or not? Let me know in the comments. Chris Baird, known for his adventurous YouTube channel where he explores eerie and abandoned places, went through an experience that made him question what he believed about the supernatural. It happened during an overnight trip to a remote forest that's said to be haunted. What started as a fun and exciting adventure soon became very unsettling. As Chris and his friend Jasko went further into the thick woods, the mood started to change. The usual sounds of animals disappeared, and a strange silence took over. It felt like the forest was holding its breath, creating a creepy sense of tension.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're in a haunted forest again. Now, Jazz and I are on a road trip, so it's only right that we start this video off exactly how it's supposed to go. We're supposed to split up right now, and yeah, I'm just gonna get rolling here because it's the right thing to do, right? Haunted forest. It's creepy, it's wild, it's weird being by yourself. Now, as you guys can tell, this is heavily populated. This forest apparently has a lot of trails all the way throughout. I guess people come here in the daytime, snowshoe, all that fun stuff, but I'm not gonna be doing any of that tonight. We're strictly here for the paranormal. I'm actually getting necrometer out right now. Sound on, sounds off. And let's see if we can get some ghosts to talk to us tonight. So we are running, we're rolling, you guys. My name is Chris. Camera's froze. It says there. The camera's literally froze right now. Like
I say it all the time, but like imagine you encounter me and Chris in the wild and you notice us literally like just talking to the air. You would think we're insane if you didn't know what we were at.
What the hell is that? Is it in the bathroom?
I definitely flushed.
What's the door?
This is the second time that's happened.
Oh, Jesus, here my light turned on out there. I don't see, bro, there's no way. The thing is, like, where this cabin is, like, there are other buildings around, but no one is here in the wintertime. This is like a location that I don't even know why people aren't here, because it's a beautiful location. But
it's just borderline inaccessible. Like
yeah, the snow. There's like 3-4 feet of snow in some places, so I don't know. Wait. Is that a shower curtain? Did you hear?
That was 100%. Hold on.
What is going on? I know that was. I understand that was a fridge, but that sounded like a shower curtain before that. Hello? All right, I have to check and see if the shower curtain was like closed because it is definitely like pulled
there's
back.
2 bathrooms though.
There's 2 bathrooms.
Okay. One right here.
That door's not even open.
Oh.
Doesn't have a shower curtain? I didn't get to talk to you, but like you were in here earlier doing Bloody Mary, which I probably won't do. But like, what happened when you were in here? Because I freaked out because your flashlight fell off the table.
Yes. So I was standing right here, doors closed. You were standing right out there, and it sounded like a massive thud came from the other side of the house, where like the living room is.
Yeah.
And it seems like that's where we were getting a lot of problems with like the television turning on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kind of straight.
It is.
Like that?
Just like that, yeah.
I have a still camera set up out there. I haven't talked about it with you guys. It's literally sitting right there facing that room. I don't even want to go out there because I just want to like, I mean, I'll look quick, but. What did I just see in the kitchen? It was a child size, bro. Ethan, are you a child? That was like a response. We needed a response.
Pretty large house. Now, they say that rituals were done in this house. They say that...
Oh. Can you knock on a tree for us or make a noise so we know you're here? I'm asking for Justin or whatever is communicating with us, please.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'm gonna give you this. Let's trade off. Because as soon as I grab this, it just doesn't say anything. So I'm gonna grab the camera.
Okay, bro.
I'll let you go in front of me if you don't mind.
Sure.
I'll let you run the lead for a little bit.
Hello, spirits.
It just got really quiet, so I'm not sure what's going on, but. Hello. Bro, I'm just. Oh my.
Good chance that
Hello?
falls sometime soon.
Yeah. Okay, well, I was just about to say that. I swear to God, you guys, if I have the footage from earlier when I was walking by myself, what would be the craziest video I've ever captured in my whole entire life? The noises I was hearing, the things that were happening around me, makes me think my camera probably wasn't recording because it was so crazy, but oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Someone behind us? What was that?
You know what's really funny?
What's that?
I just pulled out the maps. Hello, is anyone down there?
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a yes.
Yeah. Can you show yourself for us? Show some skin.
Justin?
Oh,
that was behind you. That was behind you.
Can you keep walking, please?
All right, you pick where we're going next. What's the next course of action, Chris?
I say we just try to walk a little farther forward and just see if we see the house. And if we don't, I say we turn around.
Sure.
Viewers started guessing what might have caused the strange happenings. Some thought it was spirits connected to the cabin, while others believed it could be something darker or even a person hiding in the shadows. But what do you think? A ghost hunter was offered $3,000 to cleanse an elderly woman's home of a spirit she believed to be a demon. Being the smart businessman he was, he agreed. Little did he know that this would turn out to be one of the hardest tasks of his life. Strangely, the mirror started shaking on its own, leaving the ghost hunter completely confused. It was rare for a spirit to be so active right from the start, so he realized this one was something unusual. Despite this creepy fact, the hunter wanted his $3,000, so he decided to keep going with his task. He began setting up candles around the property in preparation for the next step in his poltergeist removal process, when he suddenly saw this. After this incident, the man decided he finally had a name for the spirit. It was a tradition for him to give ghosts nicknames so he could easily create files on them. He called this one the Nudger because it nudged things little by little instead of knocking them over all at once. Unfortunately, the ghost hunter wasn't able to get rid of the Nudger on his first visit, but he told the owner that he would be back soon, ready for round 2. A TikTok user known as the Unknown RGV shared that he and a friend were encouraged by many people to use the Randonautica app for a video idea. For those who aren't familiar, the Randonautica app lets users explore their local area by generating random coordinates. The app's developers claim it attracts strange events and allows users to select locations based on specific themes. When they tried the app for the first time, it directed them to a random spot in McKinney, Texas. When they arrived, they found themselves in a field about 20 minutes away from where they thought they would be. Even though they reached a dead end, they decided to keep exploring. Then, out of nowhere, they saw something in the distance that shocked them.
Oh, there's someone running? No. What is that though? What is that? Why is someone running? No, lower it down, lower it down. You're dumb as f***. Can I lower my way down? You can see. Dude, nah. That, bro. There's someone running, bro. Just run. Dude, that's just too fast, though. It's fast, right? Yes.
Suddenly, a mysterious figure appears, running through complete darkness, seemingly appearing out of nowhere before vanishing into thin air. Seeing this in person must have been terrifying, especially late at night in a creepy, isolated area. In a follow-up video, the uploader shows the exact location where the figure was seen running, giving viewers a better idea of the surroundings shown in the first video.
We're back at the place, the 3 mil video place right here. Alright guys, this is where we saw the weird person running or whatever it was, figure running. Skinwalker. The Skinwalker, the legal. What is that? That better not be Mexico, bro, honestly. It's not Mexico. How the f*** that could be Mexico, Devin? I don't know, it might be Mexico, fam. Ready or not? Let's go. It's Mexico. This is where the figure was running, whatever was running. What the f? Okay. This is where it was running. That's where it was running. Ain't no way, dog. What? This is where it was running the whole path. Nah, dude, there's no way.
What would you do if you saw someone running in complete darkness in the middle of the night? The person in this next clip is named Mikhailo. He's a ghost hunter who shares his findings on YouTube to attract more customers, and his marketing strategy is quite clever. The things he experiences are unbelievable, and no ordinary person could handle them without screaming. Mikhailo, however, does this to pay the bills and has long stopped being scared by these harmless spirits. He was paid a large sum of money to remove the spirits from this building, but first, he needed to detect them and gather evidence of any paranormal activity. The opening and closing of the cupboard went on much longer than expected and wouldn't stop no matter what. Muko stayed there, even though he was getting bored, because he was offered $100 for every 10 seconds of haunted activity. It's safe to say he made over $2,000 from just the cupboard alone. Eventually, the cupboard stopped moving, and Muko thought about leaving since he had already earned a lot of money. However, he was a man of pride and knew leaving too soon would upset the person who hired him, and he didn't want a bad review that could harm his business. As it got later, he turned on his night vision camera, which picked up something unusual. The boot began strangely moving across the room, and the cabinet started shaking violently. The fact that both were happening at the same time suggested there were two ghosts in the property, which meant double trouble for Muko. He left the house and asked the owner for a raise before starting his plan to get rid of both spirits. If you drive, you've probably seen an ambulance on the road at least a few times. But have you ever noticed something strange sticking out of one? That's what happened to TikTok user Jorgelina Pinero while driving in Argentina. She saw something sticking out of an ambulance that definitely shouldn't have been there. Take a look.
Ahí toca, mira. No, burla. Tengo una mano arrastrando. Está loco, está. No se dio ni cuenta de la iba a hacer.
A lifeless human hand is seen hanging from the vehicle as it drives, seemingly unaware of what's happening. Even though Pinero kept honking, nothing changed. Pinero may never forget what she saw, and neither will you. This video, filmed by a brave explorer, shows that caves aren't just made up of rough rocks and tense moments. There's a lot more hidden underground than most people would expect.
Hocam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hocam bu ne ya? Ana oğlum. O ne? Hocam. Vallahi içeride bir şey var. Var ya burada bir şey sıkışmış bak. Taşın içinde bir şey var.
After hearing strange sounds coming from under the rocks, they decided to take a closer look. That's when they saw a creepy head with shiny black eyes, looking similar to the way aliens are usually described, staring straight into the camera. Sadly, the video was too short to get a clear look at what it was, but some of its features were unsettling. While it makes sense that they might have run away, it's always a little odd how videos that could be important proof of the paranormal often end so quickly. Was it an alien caught on camera, or maybe just someone dressed up? In this video from YouTube user An Everyday Canadian, a man shares a creepy experience he's going through. He says that while he was upstairs, he began hearing strange banging sounds coming from the basement. He points out that it couldn't be the laundry machine since it doesn't make that kind of noise. And it couldn't be his kids either because they were asleep upstairs. As he slowly makes his way down into the dark, eerie basement, he suddenly hears a loud cracking sound. With only a dim light to help him see, his nerves start to build. Then, something strange happened.
Holy oh, what the is that sound? Like, holy like, I don't even want to go down there. dark. Hold on, guys. Let me just get my light on here quick. Holy this is freaking me out. Oh, God. I hate basements. My laundry machine just stopped. It's just me in the basement. Holy crap. What the was that? What the fuck? What the was that? What the
A small, toy-like object suddenly shows up in front of him and gets knocked over in a wild way. But since no follow-up has been shared about what happened, some people are starting to wonder if it was fake. What do you think? Was it all set up, or is something haunting this man? Tanner Shelton, a TikTok user, was babysitting a couple of kids one night when something truly creepy happened. In his first video, he says it was 10:30 p.m., and after putting the kids to bed, he started hearing laughter somewhere in the house. At first, he was just irritated because it was the third time he had told one of the kids to go to sleep since they had school the next morning. But things got weird when Tanner realized the laughter was coming from the baby's room. When he checked the baby monitor, what he saw scared him. In the follow-up video, Tanner quickly went upstairs to check on the baby, who was thankfully fine. While this video seems like just a quick update, pay close attention behind Tanner to see if you spot anything strange.
Alright, here's an update on my last TikTok. Okay, so I ran upstairs to check on the baby, and she was fine. I didn't tell the parents because I didn't want them to think I was crazy. And I'm not a superstitious person, but ever since then, I felt off.
In a third video, Tanner explains that a few days after the first video was posted, the baby's parents contacted him to say something had happened to the child. He showed them the footage, which eventually made it to the news, with reporters suggesting the baby might have been kidnapped. However, Tanner strongly feels that the event could be something supernatural. What do you think about these creepy videos? Do you believe it was caused by a spirit or something else? Share your thoughts in the comments. In October 2021, a Reddit user named Bartino posted a video explaining the situation. He said his cat had been knocking things over during the night, so he set up a surveillance camera to watch the activity. He was surprised by the cat's behavior, as it is usually quiet and inactive during the day. When he reviewed the footage the next day, he was completely shocked by what he saw. the video, the cat moves around the house like usual, but then strange events start happening throughout the night. This includes loud noises from the kitchen, objects floating, and items falling to the floor, even though no one is in the room at the time. Later, the homeowner wakes up because of the loud noises and initially thinks the cat is responsible. However, after reviewing the footage, he realizes the cat wasn't behind any of these disturbances. What could have caused these events? The most likely explanation is the presence of some unseen entity moving around the house and knocking things over for unknown reasons. Either way, the footage is unsettling and will give you chills. In another strange experience, a man was hiking near a quiet, secluded lake when he chose to set up his camera to capture the beauty of the scene.
Come out and have a look.
As he filmed, he saw something moving under the water. It was big, slow, and not a regular fish. The muddy water hid the creature's details, but its size and steady movement toward the shore made it obvious that this wasn't a usual sight. A user named The Annoying Bird 88 caught something creepy on camera. She says the strange things happening in her home have been getting worse. In a recent video, it's clear that something unsettling is going on. In her post, she wrote, "Last night's video, just watch and listen to the stairs."
Oh, it's all going on tonight. That's me clicking on the floor. Give it a minute, it'll start. Oh, it's doing it. Oh my god, it's doing it, it's doing it.
Like most paranormal videos, it's tough to know for sure if it's real or just a smart trick. The sound of footsteps on the stairs could have been added to make it look like a ghost was there. But The Annoying Bird 88 responds to the doubters. She records herself walking down the stairs to show that the creepy sound in the video matches her footsteps. Scott is known for going on solo camping trips in remote and tough places. In one video, Scott heads into the Blue Mountains of Australia for an overnight trip. He sets up his camp next to a quiet river, spending the evening cooking dinner and listening to the sounds of nature.
Catch you guys in the morning. You guys hear that? That just... that? That just gave me the biggest chills. Oh man, my hairs on the back of my head just like stood up. It's coming from over there. This is going to be an interesting night. I think I might be sleeping with my knife pretty close to me. See you guys in the morning. Oh, they're so great.
Feeling uneasy, Scott goes back to his tent, hoping the noises will stop. After some time, the forest becomes quiet again, but the strange experience leaves him unable to sleep well through the night. Some people found themselves staring into a deep cavern, and while inspecting it, they captured something truly creepy. Take a look at what they caught.
Juro que había algo ahí. Nos devolvemos. Créeme que yo no lo hubiera llamado. Yo hubiera visto algo. Es que yo iba pasando por acá y esa ahorita está destapada.
What is that? All we can make out are two black eyes and a strange, alien-like shape. It looks almost too perfect to be real, so still, and moves so smoothly, almost like a mask someone placed over the edge. We haven't found any more information about this online, so we're leaving it up to you. Can you find anything about this clip? Do you have any theories? A Reddit user known as BoardGeek1996 filmed something intriguing in the middle of the night in Honolulu, Hawaii. In the footage, the user is seen recording something high in the sky that grabs his attention. At first, it might be hard to tell what has caught his eye, but after a few seconds, it becomes clear. It's easy to see why he's so amazed. Take a look.
Look up, bro, in the sky. No, look up, Mom. Holy. Boys, you know how much right there?
Because we're a big dog, medium dog. Oh, girl. Bro, that look like a big plane, huh? Coming up.
A series of strange lights have been seen floating in the sky above Honolulu, leaving people on the ground both amazed and confused. Many believe this footage could be proof of aliens or UFOs, which seems like a reasonable explanation after watching the video. However, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Do you think this could be something other than a UFO? If you have any other theories, please share them in the comments below. In this home video, something eerie seems to have been caught on camera. The homeowner, who lovingly cares for several dogs and sees them as part of the family, has noticed some unsettling behavior, like the dogs staring into empty spaces or growling at things that aren't there. At first, they brushed it off as typical pet behavior, but a recent incident made them reconsider. The following footage, recorded while the homeowner was alone, shows events that now have them seriously questioning what might actually be going on.
Here. Wow. Happens all the time.
The incident wasn't isolated. That moment marked a turning point in his understanding of the strange events he and his wife had been experiencing. Unexplained knocking sounds would echo through different parts of the house without any obvious cause. On one occasion, his wife was home by herself when she unexpectedly heard them too.
It just happened again and the dogs are freaked out. Get it. Davey, come over here. Get it. You be right there. Something opens that door, you need to get him. Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna happen again. It just happened again. Move, 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 move! Nobody there. The dog stopped barking now. Davey's freaking the out by the door though. Get it. What is it? Nobody out there. Anymore.
The source of the knocking remains unknown, leaving the couple unable to explain where the mysterious sounds are coming from. They believe something supernatural might be at play, especially given their pets' strange reactions and other unexplainable events they've experienced. Even though they managed to record the incident on video, the true meaning of what they witnessed is still unclear. Baby monitors are designed to give parents peace of mind about their child's safety. However, there are times when they do the opposite, causing more worry than comfort. A recent video posted on Reddit captures one of these eerie moments, hinting that someone other than the baby might have been in the nursery. Additionally, they often hear strange noises that they still haven't been able to trace back to any source. What makes this moment so disturbing is its subtlety. There are no over-the-top theatrics or obvious signs of something supernatural, which oddly makes it feel more believable. Maybe the baby just moved in a strange way, and the odd sounds could be chalked up to something outside. But the more the videos are reviewed, the stronger the impression becomes that the baby was pulled by the leg, and the unsettling noises seem to come from right near the camera. Still, when it comes to a child's safety, instincts often take over. In this case, the father couldn't shake the feeling that something unwelcome was in the room with his son. Was this a real paranormal experience, or just a case of a parent's heightened awareness? Oleg purchased a house, and soon after, he began experiencing eerie occurrences, voices, flickering lights, and even a choking sensation while sleeping. Seeking help, he contacted a paranormal investigator. As soon as the investigator arrived, strange sounds started to happen. After conducting some rituals, the investigator attempted to rest, only to be startled by a chair moving from the kitchen to the bedroom. Doors slammed by themselves, and the closet acted unusually. The situation grew even more unsettling when the ghost pushed the investigator into the wall.
Вот это сейчас что было?
Я не знаю.
Вы это слышали?
Да.
Вот эти звуки тоже были, правильно?
Да, только свет.
А, еще свет, да? Газ получается.
Я хочу поиграть.
Ты демон? Где ты? Сука! Твою мать! Единственное, что я так и не выяснил, что это за сущность, и это может быть главной проблемой. Какие-то звуки из туалета. Постоянно вот это. Я не знаю, с чем это связано, может быть. Суди, Господи, обидящее мя, побори борющее мя, прими оружие и щит, и восстань в помощь мою, и суни меч, и заключи сопротив гонящих мя, борцы душе моей, спасение Твое есть мас, да постыдятся и посрамятся ищущие душу мою, да возвратятся вспять и постыдятся мыслящими злая, да будут яко прах пред лицем ветра, и ангел Господень, оскорбляя их, да будет путь их тьма и ползок. Так. Все это фотографии сделал. Друзья, получается, примерно через 15 минут они уже проявятся. Сука. Кто здесь? Кто здесь? Черт возьми. Здесь есть кто-нибудь? По рации пытаюсь. Кто здесь? Черт. Ты кто здесь? Кто ты? Сука. Лёва. Черт. Друзья, я посмотрю сейчас, что там в шкафу. Кто ты? Кто ты? Назови свое имя.
Я иду к тебе.
Назови свое имя. Там были шаги сейчас. Кто ты? In empty window. Друзья.
It seems that the house is haunted. It looks like a great apartment, but if the owner left the country after selling it, he probably knew something, like that wasn't obvious already. A few years ago, Pete and Ash, residents of the United States, fulfilled their dream of owning a home in the peaceful countryside of Michigan, surrounded by beautiful woods. However, their newfound happiness took an unsettling turn when nights brought strange noises that disrupted their peace. While hearing nighttime sounds in wooded areas isn't unusual, Pete and Ash initially assumed these disturbances were caused by wildlife, perhaps coyotes. But as the noises persisted and grew eerier, they began to question their initial assumption.
Sounds like it's in the front yard.
Just... There's nothing out here. Okay.
After staying up late watching a football game, Pete falls asleep but is abruptly woken up by the eerie sounds they've been hearing. It seems like the noise is coming from right outside their front yard. Feeling uneasy, he goes outside to check, but when he opens the door, there's no one around. Disturbed by the ongoing strange noises, Pete and Ash decide to set up a trail camera. The camera footage reveals some movement in the trees at the edge of their property. Take a look at the shadowy area on the right side of the screen. Something seems to be moving among the trees, and those eerie sounds are still echoing in the background. Later, Pete goes to a pond near his house and hears the strange noises again. He pulls out his phone to record and capture proof, but what he ends up filming is something completely unexpected.
Been hearing it more up by the pond lately. It's going today. And what was that? Did you all... What the hell was that?
As Pete's camera moves across the area, he notices something shifting among the trees near the edge of the pond. The eerie sounds grow louder, hinting that whatever is causing them is getting closer. The tension builds as the night goes on. Later, Pete and Ash are suddenly woken up by the relentless noises, now disturbingly close, almost as if they are right outside their home.
No, just stay upstairs, okay, Ash? No, stay upstairs. Stopped.
Babe, do you see anything?
I don't know. I don't see anything.
It sounds like it's on the porch.
I know it sounded right like it was right outside.
Are we going down?
No, just stay up there.
Do you see anything?
I don't know. It doesn't look like...
Oh my God!
Okay, no, I made sure. Make sure the door was locked.
What did you...
I don't know, they didn't see anything. I didn't see anything out there. I mean...
Whatever is lurking outside seems to try to force its way through the door, but neither Pete nor Ash can sense any presence. Silence follows. A few nights later, while driving through the forest on their way home, they hear the eerie sounds again. At first, they seem distant, but the noises gradually grow louder until it feels like they are surrounded on all sides.
Oh my God, no. That.
Ash became more anxious as the strange sounds got closer to the car. Feeling disturbed, the couple quickly drove off, trying to escape the source of the noises. Despite these unsettling experiences, Pete and Ash worked to restore some normalcy to their lives. However, while they were relaxing at home, a loud, unexpected noise suddenly broke the silence, making them both tense and watchful.
Oh, can I do one more? Sorry. Maybe just one? Okay, alright.
Why is she like this?
Did you hear it?
Yeah, what the was that?
It sounded like it was the front door.
Again. Did you see anything?
No, there's no one out. No.
What? What? Is that the apple? Pete,
Is anyone out there? This isn't funny.
Pete, don't go that far. Come back
If
inside.
I see you, I'm calling the guy.
Come back inside. Come on. Seriously. No.
The couple heads to the front door to check out the noise. At first, they see nothing unusual, but then Pete notices an apple on the porch, likely thrown at the house. He reacts angrily and warns whoever is behind the disturbances that further issues will involve the police. Despite this stern warning, the disruptions continue. As a result, Pete and Ash decide to install security cameras around their property to monitor any future events. One of these cameras later captures something unsettling. In the footage, a scream is heard coming from outside a window, only to be abruptly silenced by an unseen force. This is just one of the many strange events at Pete and Ash's home, including Ash discovering a door handle on the floor that neither of them had touched. While Pete initially suspected local kids were behind the pranks, he now begins to fear that the disturbances might not be human at all.
Man, it really sounds like it does not like the rain. Sounds so much closer to the house than here.
After the latest update, viewers began to speculate that the disturbances might be caused by a malevolent entity, possibly a skinwalker. Shortly after, Pete shares another update featuring a recording of the trees around his house. Troubled by these ongoing events that have been haunting him for months, Pete starts to question whether his perceptions can be trusted. Did you catch that? Hanging in the branches near Pete and Ash's house, there's what looks like a face. While Pete begins to question if he's seeing things, several viewers confirm they've seen the same thing. By now, Pete and Ash are feeling completely frustrated and just want the strange noises and disturbances to stop. One late night, they hear the sounds again. This time, gathering their courage, they decide to step outside the safety of their car, perhaps trying to show they aren't afraid of whatever's out there. But this choice turns out to be a big mistake. As soon as Pete and Ash exit the car, they're met with escalating noises, as if the mysterious presence is getting closer. The sounds soon overwhelm them from every direction, filling them with a deep fear that an attack from the entity they've been dealing with is about to happen. Their courage faltering, they quickly retreat to the safety of their vehicle. Later, back at home, the unsettling sounds return once again, intensifying their fear as the entity seems to be right outside their property. Determined to capture proof, Ash dims the lights and points her camera at a window, recording a chilling sight.
What's going on? I hear something out there.
Ash, don't open the door.
I'm just gonna see. Hold on.
Stay away from the windows.
What is...
This event goes beyond anything Pete and Ash have previously documented. Whatever this entity is, it seems to be non-human, and it's likely responsible for the strange noises and disturbances that have haunted them since they moved into their forest home. What do you think this entity could be? Could it be a skinwalker, as some TikTok users suggest, or is it something else entirely? Malik was out for a walk when he started hearing strange noises in the distance. His dog barked, adding to the unsettling atmosphere, though it was unclear if the dog was his. Feeling uneasy, he decided to record the strange moment. Some believe the sounds were from the spirit of a woman who died in the W Oods after being kidnapped, while others think it was the cry of a ghost baby, though no one knows where that story came from.
Buenas noches. Buenas noches, amigos. Tolly. Estábamos, viendo la tele y de repente se escuchan unos gritos. Ojalá pongan atención, se escucha a lo lejos. Por favor. Tolly, vente para acá. Ay, no mames. Vente, Dolly. Vente. No manches. Se escucha hacia acá, hacia los cafetales. Los perros. Escuchen los perros. No manches, tengo la piel china. Dolly, vente para acá. Shh, vente para acá. Ahí está otra vez. Ya me voy a meter, ya me dio miedo. Ya se escucha a lo lejos, ya casi no se escucha. ¿Cómo se? Ahí está, escúchenlo. No sé si lo escucharon.
At first, I thought it was the sound of an angry cat or a bird, but after thinking it through, I believe it was a ghost. Let me know what you think. Paranormal investigators and brothers Josh, Sean, and Rocky go on explorations for their YouTube channel, Paranormal Nightmare TV series. In a recent investigation, they visited the abandoned company housing of the Youngstown Sheet and Tube Company in Campbell, Ohio. This area, which once had 146 apartments, was built in 1918 to house workers from the Youngstown Steel Factory. Everything changed suddenly in 1977 during an event known as Black Monday, when the steel company unexpectedly shut down, leaving over 5,000 workers without jobs and no warning.
News we've received this morning from Youngstown Sheet and Tube is just the worst possible news that we as your elected public officials could have received.
These workers were left with nothing and faced heavy debts. Sadly, some felt so hopeless that they ended their own lives in the apartments provided by the company. Over time, these apartments were left empty and began to fall apart. Now, the abandoned buildings are known for their dark past, with visitors, renovators, and even former tenants reporting creepy and strange paranormal experiences.
Yes, there's spirits here. There's sad spirits here. They lost everything and they have unfinished business and they don't know what to do. All those years, all those people that came in and lost their lives in here because they overdosed. There's a lot of ghosts here.
The Paranormal Nightmare team sets out to find out if these stories are true. To cover more ground, the Foreman brothers split up. Rocky goes alone into an apartment where a decomposed body had once been found, while Josh and Sean check out another building on the property. During this time, while Josh and Sean are alone together, they suddenly hear something deeply disturbing.
Hi, my name's Rocky. Can you tell me your name? Are you in this house?
Did you hear that? Dude, I swear that sounded like somebody yelling Josh. And I thought it was Rocky.
The two brothers think they hear their brother Rocky calling out to them, but soon realize it's not him. At the same time, Rocky is in a different apartment, focused on using a spirit box to ask questions, unaware of what's happening. This creepy moment isn't the only one. Later that night, while Josh and Rocky are outside, Sean is doing a solo investigation upstairs, and once again, they hear a voice calling out.
It's like when you're inside, you don't hear anything outside. Oh.
What's wrong? What happened?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Why were you yelling, screaming?
I wasn't.
We were sitting outside on that front porch, and it sounded just like your voice yelling, scream, 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 like you heard a scream, and you're yelling for us to come help.
No,
It sounded just like your voice.
I was just sitting up here asking questions. I had the camera on me the whole time when you guys walked out.
Josh and Rocky think they hear their brother Sean calling for help, so they quickly rush inside. But nothing is found. Curious about the unexplained cries, Josh decides to do a solo investigation in the upstairs apartment. Once again, he captures something disturbing.
Can you please come in here and talk to me?
Whoa.
Okay, that was loud. Was that you? Nothing worse than being in a creepy house. I'll show you guys what I see. That's all I see is complete dark.
During their investigation of the Youngstown steelworker apartments, the Foreman brothers unknowingly captured more than they first realized. When they reviewed the footage back at home, which included an interview with the apartment complex redeveloper, Timothy Sokoloff, they made a chilling discovery. In the background, on the abandoned lot behind Timothy, something deeply unsettling was caught on camera.
And the one brother answered, and there were legs sticking out from behind the door because the other brother dropped, and he just left him there on the floor. Like there was nothing to it.
A faint, almost ghostly figure appears behind Timothy, moving in a strange and unsettling way, unlike typical human behavior. The figure looks pale, with no clear features. Could this be the spirit of a mill worker reaching out from beyond? The identity of this mysterious figure is still up for debate. Jeff and Phil, two investigators, are exploring Wheelhouse, a historic building from the 1800s, now used as a pottery shop by a man named Steve. The place is rumored to be haunted by a female spirit, which seems to be a recurring theme in such locations. The pair sets up cameras in hopes of catching any paranormal activity. While the experience wasn't too terrifying, the cold made it uncomfortable. Phil attempted to communicate with the spirit while Jeff observed and pointed out strange occurrences. They heard footsteps, knocking, and the sounds of pottery, and even managed to capture a shadowy figure on camera.
So first of all, can I ask if Arthur Liberty is here? Arthur, are you here? If you are, can you make some sort of noise so we can hear it, please? The lady that wanders here that leaves the smell of a fragrance, a perfume. What was that, Phil? I heard knocking. Did you hear knocking?
I don't know.
It was as soon as I mentioned the lady. The lady that wanders here that leaves the smell of a fragrance, a perfume. What was that, Phil?
Now, one of the directors was a chap called George.
Hold on, Phil.
Yes?
I heard a voice. Something to do with Yankees. I heard it as clear as anything, and I was looking at you. I thought it was you, and it wasn't you.
Until after the war, when they decided that they were going to go back to what they knew best, and that was shop fitting. Now, one of the directors was a chap called George.
Hold on, Phil.
What's that?
It's the REM pod going into alarm. The temperature's gone into alarm.
Oh, I heard a chink of something as well.
Yeah, I did. Somewhere behind you on the pottery again, Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Could you do that again for me, please? Oh, I heard a chink of something as well.
Yeah, I did. Somewhere behind you on the pottery again, Phil?
Yeah. If you do, could you knock maybe the pottery again, or bang on the table?
Someone's walking.
I heard something then.
Just heard footsteps. Someone's walking.
I heard something then. We have a laser grid pointing directly towards me, which is on a motion sensor. So if the laser grid goes off, it's because something has moved in front of it and it isn't me. There's movement back from over where that table is, Jeff.
Hold on a sec, Phil.
Oh, and the laser grid's just gone off.
Huh?
The laser grid's just come on and I was dead still. There's movement back from over where that table is, Jeff. But they survived, whereas the occupants of the houses that went away the other direction, I heard you then.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Pottery moving again.
Yeah. But they survived, whereas the occupants of the houses that went away the other direction, I heard you then.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
pottery moving again.
Yeah. But what I was going to say was it illustrates the... Yeah, I'm assuming you were around then because you did ask about the war. What was your role? What did you do? How did you help?
Help.
What was that, Jeff?
Hold on a sec, Phil. I come from?
What was it?
A woman's voice. A woman's voice, something to do with factory outside. That's part of what I heard. It made me jump.
Which?
Something to do with a factory outside. That's all I know.
Okay. What was your role? What did you do? How did you help?
Help.
What was that, Jeff? Did you work for them? Make a noise now, or tell us if you worked for them.
Yeah.
We're near on coming up to the end of the investigation, and there is a hit again on pottery. And I was going to say, if there's something that you can do, if you could do it for us, if you really do want to get our attention, push a piece of pottery off the shelf so it falls on the floor and breaks. Then we can definitely hear that, and then we know that you've been listening. Push a piece of pottery off the shelf so it falls on the floor and breaks. Then we can definitely hear that, and then we know that you've been listening.
As the night went on, Jeff and Phil couldn't shake the sense that something was watching them. The sounds, footsteps, knocking, pottery shifting, felt too purposeful, too near. Was the spirit trying to communicate with them, or was it a warning? They had caught fleeting glimpses of something on the camera, but the real question was, who or what was hiding in the shadows of Wheelhouse? Late one night in Argentina, Germain was exploring a secluded cemetery when he made a surprising discovery, an old Ouija board resting on a worn gravestone. Despite his hesitation, he decided to take it home. The board, featuring a pentagram and what seemed to be 5 drops of blood, intrigued him. Although he wasn't a believer in the supernatural, he decided to try it out. Soon after bringing it home, unsettling things began happening. One night, he was awakened by chilling sounds and managed to record them.
Escuchen, escuchen. Esos son los sonidos que le hablé.
Knocking coming from above, and suddenly the door swings open on its own. As he checks out the house, a loud noise catches him off guard, revealing a chaotic scene. Items scattered everywhere, including the carefully arranged Ouija board from just moments before. The next night, he wakes up to something even more disturbing.
Hey! ¿Qué pasa? ¡Hey! ¿Hay alguien ahí? Otra vez la mujer de negro.
Otra vez lo mismo.
He finds nothing inside the closet but catches a glimpse of a shadowy figure passing by the window. When he checks, there's no one there. Since bringing the Ouija board into his home, these strange occurrences have only intensified, increasing his fear that something evil is trying to invade his space.
Mire, 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 mire. Dios. ¿Qué mierda es esa?
A dark shadow appears behind the window, but when he investigates, no one is there, only a small flame flickering ominously on the ground. This sight fills him with intense fear. He begins to wonder if the Ouija board he found in the cemetery is cursed, causing a relentless haunting in his home. He now fears that taking the board was the biggest mistake of his life. Marty was just going about his usual morning when he suddenly started hearing knocks at his door. It happened multiple times throughout the week, and each time he opened the door, no one was there. To make things even weirder, one day he had some stuff sitting on top of his closet drawer. When he stepped out for less than a minute, he heard the stuff getting messed with, and then noticed his kitchen chair had been moved slightly.
¿Y qué más decirles? ¿Qué más hacer? Ya les mostré. Ni siquiera quería subir esto, pero creo que grabando igual como que me siento un poquito más acompañado porque ustedes saben, uno no... Bueno, no pesquemos, no pesquemos. Ay, pero conchizo, man. Es que es imposible no pescar, weón, si está... No hay nadie acá. Tampoco. Este es el departamento. Miren, de nuevo se está sintiendo ahí, pueden escuchar la puerta que están tocando de nuevo. Y mira, ¿se pueden escuchar? Sí. Sí, yo pienso que puede ser algún vecino que me está amando, pero ni cagando. Bueno, ya estoy ordenando aquí la ropa porque ya como me tengo que ir y desocupar todo lo que es el departamento. Tengo que obviamente sacar todas las cosas y todo eso. Aquí estamos. Porque igual ya no puedo hacer nada, pero estaba ordenando y de nuevo se cayeron cosas. Ya obviamente se vuelve como un poquito normal, entre comillas. Pero no voy a negar que me da un poquito de miedo. Y obviamente tengo que desocupar acá. Y cortar el huevo, weón. Ustedes escucharon ahí. Y acabo de salir de acá y no, ya estaba todo en su lugar. Ya no sé qué hacer porque tengo que guardar todas las cosas, los platos. Igual ya tengo un poco más desocupado acá. Me falta sacar la bicicleta, que es lo más cacho. Pero bueno, ¿qué le vamos a hacer? Ya, conchizo madre, weón. Conche su madre, weón. Estaba viendo una película, weón, y como que, weón, estaban golpeando la puerta, te lo juro. Y no, conche tu madre. No, weón. Conche tu madre. Conche su madre, weón. Ay, weón. A mí no me dan tanto miedo estas weas, pero es que estoy solo, weón, de verdad. Otras veces he estado acompañado, no sé, o con mi mamá, no sé, pero ahora yo vivo solo y esta wea está conche tu madre. No. Ya, pues, weón. Ay, conche su madre, ya. Uy, weón, me asusté con el reflejo, conche su madre. Nada ahí. Oh, weón, sí. No hay nadie, weón, ya te closet nada. Oh, conche su madre. Uy. Se cayó esa weá, weón. Soy yo nomás, weón, será.
That's pretty terrifying for Marty. What would you do in this situation? Lewin starts sharing some creepy stuff that's been happening ever since he got his hands on this old doll his family passed down to him. Apparently, they believe he's supposed to keep it safe forever, which is weird if the doll is actually possessed, right? He keeps it locked up in a basement under his backyard. But then, the guy who cleans his pool starts noticing strange things. He runs out of money for no reason and hears weird knocking and banging noises. He calls it a cleaning day and quits. So, Lewin calls up his friend to help, and turns out the doll can actually teleport. Things are definitely getting freaky.
De coisa, não pega na rua e desconfie se for uma pessoa que você não conhece te dá algo. Ah, irmão, vou ter que dar uma verificada. À noite eu não entrei. À tarde eu dei uma olhada.
Eita, pega, mano.
Você viu? Você viu? Tô falando?
Caraca, mano.
Você escutou?
Aham. A câmera embaçou, irmão.
Você viu? Você escutou? Você gravou tudo?
Caraca, sim, mano.
Parece que tem alguém aqui de baixo.
Irmão, tem alguém aí dentro, Luan.
Tem alguém aí? É você, boneca?
Ah, pega, mano.
Eu vou entrar.
É a boneca, Luan. Cuidado, irmão.
Não tem ninguém aqui, Júlio.
Ué, como não, irmão? Cuidado.
Pode filmar isso aí.
Ah, barata, cuidado.
Aí, ó.
Você vai entrar lá? Eu não vou entrar não, Luan.
Nossa, que perdoa, mano. Não dá pra ficar aqui debaixo não, irmão. Você tá louco, pai?
Como é que tá quente,
Ei.
irmão? É que não dá pra ver na câmera, tio.
Deixa eu falar pra você.
Olha aqui, irmão, o mormaço que tá saindo daqui.
Hã?
Quentura. Tá sentindo?
Irmão, aqui é um calor. Rapaz do céu, ó. A boneca tá do mesmo jeito.
Cadê a boneca, Bia? O que foi? Cadê a boneca? Cadê a boneca? Ela foi embora, pô. Tava ali, irmão. Pô, cadê ela, mano? Não sei.
Meu Deus, mano.
Luan. Júlio, é ali!
Ai! Ai, ela! Ai, 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 ai! Ai! Bati, eu caí! Nossa, mano! Bati na mesa, Pia! Ai!
Luan!
Ai!
Filma aqui, Júlio! Filma aqui, Júlio! Filma!
Sai, sai!
Sai daí, sai daí, sai daí, Pia! Sai daí!
Ela tá falando, irmão! Ela tá falando!
Ai, ai, ai!
Luan!
Fica aí.
Isso é impossível, Luan! Como que ela passou por ali, irmão? Ela não passou por ali! Hã?
Peraí.
Cadê ela, Luan?
Vai sozinho não, irmão.
Dá a câmera aí.
Ai.
Nossa, a boneca tá aqui! Ela voltou aqui, Júlio! Eu tô falando pra você, irmão! Ela voltou aqui!
Para de graça, mano.
Hã? Olha aqui! Olha aqui!
Meu Deus do céu, mano.
Vou sair daqui. Segura.
Deus, parça, que é isso, Luan?
Segura.
Por que ela voltou aí, irmão?
Now Lewin's starting to wonder if just locking the doll up was ever really enough, or if it already picked someone new to mess with. In this video, a group of teens was enjoying a fun-filled sleepover, staying up late and laughing together. But the evening took a strange twist when Jacob, the oldest in the group, said he started hearing odd noises coming from downstairs. Growing uneasy, he persuaded the host to call their mom, worried that someone might have broken into the house. Well, let's see what happened next.
Okay, you're upstairs in your room?
Yeah, we're in my room right now.
Okay, make sure you lock the door then. I'm gonna come home. I should be home in about 10 minutes. I need you to stay calm though, okay?
Okay,
So calm, quiet, keep the door locked. Alright, do not go out of the room whatsoever. I'm gonna come home, I'll be there 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna call the cops on the way home too.
The
Just to make
cops?
sure
No, Mom,
everybody's
why do we have to get the cops?
safe. We're going to just make sure everybody's safe and they can get there faster than I can. I'll scope it out and make sure that nobody's there.
Okay,
or
it's
if
fine,
there's somebody
okay.
there, they can act normal.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you soon. I love you.
I love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Instead of waiting for help to arrive, the group decided to head downstairs themselves, camera in hand. As they turned on the lights and began to look around, the camera quietly recorded something subtle, a smooth, unnatural motion that none of the boys noticed in the moment. It wasn't until they reviewed the footage later that they saw it, and it felt distinctly otherworldly. Still unaware of what they had just documented, they continued their search, only to soon come face to face with something even more disturbing. The group's leader reported seeing a figure that resembled a person lurking in the corner of a room. Gripped by fear, the teens rushed upstairs and secured themselves in the host's bedroom while they waited for the police to arrive. When authorities showed up, they examined the entire house but discovered nothing out of the ordinary, suggesting it may have just been a prank or a misinterpretation.
Glass? Was it metal? What did it sound like?
I thought it was just like a big thud and then like glass shattered, but after that we just stayed upstairs.
So you heard glass shatter?
Yeah.
You didn't see it?
No, we stayed.
No, the glass. You didn't see it?
Luckily, the boy's mother took her son's story seriously and didn't brush off their fear. Still, after what had happened, none of the boys managed to get any sleep that night. Last month, an old man named Simon was experiencing a series of strange events in his home. Determined to prove to others and himself that he wasn't imagining things, Simon set up a camera. He said he had seen an eerie figure lurking in the shadows of his house, and his footage was meant to confirm his suspicions. What he captured was deeply unsettling.
Right, doing a little bit of an investigation. Been doing it for a while, but I'm on my own tonight, and the house on my own, it's so terrible. See, we've seen a figure in the living room behind the door. Oh, what the with this crap? I'm sick of this thing. What the that? I'm sick and tired of this house. It's horrible. That's up there. What are you doing up there? Oh, for sake, I've had enough of this crap.
At the corner of the stairs, a shadowy figure that looked like a head briefly appeared before quickly retreating into the darkness. The way it moved seemed like it was trying to avoid being caught on film. Even though Simon had video evidence, his family initially didn't believe him. Eventually, he showed them the footage, and their attitude changed completely. They helped him move out of the house and into a care home, which he had always wanted. After moving, Simon never experienced anything paranormal again, finally finding peace. Loza, a music producer and singer, was in a public restroom one day when he began hearing strange knocking sounds coming from the otherwise empty space. Puzzled by the fact that he seemed to be alone, he chose to document the moment. This is the recording he captured.
Quiero que vean, estoy ahorita en el baño de universidad. El pedo ahorita es que acabo de terminar de hacer el baño y pues estaba todo normal. Pero ahorita está ruidos raros y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada. Vean. Tampoco hay nada. Aquí pues, y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero a ver, voy. Escuchar. Escucharon. No hay nada.
As he nears the stall, a pale, unsettling face briefly appears through the gap in the door, staring directly at him. Yet, when he looks right away, there's no one there. Could this apparition be behind the strange knocking, or is it part of a more elaborate illusion? Brenna Logan shared a scary story about her sister's time at a children's center. The place combined a music school and daycare, welcoming kids of all ages. Even though it had a lot to offer, not many children came because of growing fears. Many kids said they had seen something evil in the play tunnel, though every time someone checked, it was empty. On top of that, staff often found toys moved around with no clear reason. When the pandemic hit, the center closed, but before that, they set up security cameras for safety. No one ever appeared on the footage, but what was caught on camera was strange and left a lasting impression on those who saw it. Here's what they recorded. Watch carefully. It's easy to see why not many kids went to that place. Things moved on their own, and a strange white orb seemed to float around as if it had a mind of its own. Workers at the center believed the place was haunted. Even now, Brenna's sister, who used to work there, still believes that. She remembers clearly the creepy things she experienced while on the job. Though there's no video of what she went through, Brenna believes her sister and thinks the strange things caught on camera will always remain a mystery. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.